documentary, and Man on Wire. So reenactment, firstly, is the recreation of certain aspects of a story, like in history, or a certain memorable event that is used to visually portray something that is being said on the screen. So it's used as a central motivation to create feeling and sensation in a film. And it involves the use of participants for this educational activity to kind of inform viewers on a story. So Flavor Wire says this is a storytelling tool that is used to fill in gaps in narratives. So instead of having just straight talking heads interviews, you have something to visually pull you into the film and make it memorable. So Morris, he directed Thin Blue Line. He says that some reenactments serve the truth, others subvert it, and he believes that there's no veritas lens and no actual cinematic truth, although he does recognize cinema verity and kino pravda, which also means cinema truth. But he says there's only an elusive truth, so truth itself is very hard to define in cinema. And for filmmaker, the digital revolution and changes in television, culture, and documentary meant that the concept of authenticity has changed from being a technical question to being an ethical question, and this was in the reading. So basically, with the invention of handheld cameras, it became easier to do reenactments and really kind of tell stories in a better sense, because you were limited by equipment, so it was easier to go out and create visuals for people. So it was nice to incorporate it, I guess. So I'll be looking at Man on Wire, which is a 2008 film by James Marsh, and it tells the story of Philippe Petit, who's a French wire walker, and on August 7, 1974, he wire walked between the World Trade Center, the North and South buildings of the World Trade Center. He spent 45 minutes in the air just dancing on the wire. So we're going to move to a video. And the first video is the trailer, and you're going to see the reenactments in black and white, and they kind of give the feeling of it being a criminal activity, because it really was. He was arrested afterwards. So the black and whites are the reenactments.
Why did he do this? There is no life.
I dream of conquering beautiful stages. It was not a dream anymore. It was tangible. The whole plan was unique. We want to succeed, we don't want to fail.
It was a very ambitious pursuit.
It just sounded like a really fun adventure.
The basic plan was very simple.
I knew there was going to be a team in each tower.
We had ID cards. Fear was in the air. I assumed that we were all going to be arrested.
Everybody was going to die.
If I die, what a beautiful death. And I know my fate has been written now. This is probably the end of my life. Now I'm going to perform.
I saw this thing falling down, and I said to myself, he might be dead.
The awe of the event, it was magical, profound.
Everybody was spellbound in the watching of it. Figured I was watching something that somebody else would never see again in the world.
There is somebody out there in a tightrope walk between the two towers of the World Trade Center. Well, man, it's a stop.
Okay, so we saw the so we saw the black and white shots with them walking inside. They had the ID cards, and then they had like little maps when they were drawing out the buildings. That was all recreated to kind of add to the idea of how much they planned to do this and how much conspiracy went into it. So it was directed by It was directed by James Marsh. This is him. He he's a BBC documentary director, and he also did the Theories of Everything. That was 2014, and that also won a lot of awards. Man on Wire was in like 76 top 10 lists for the year 2008. It also won Best British Film Award, and it was generally well received by critics. And his thoughts on the reenactments, he didn't make a distinction between fiction and non-fiction. He said that a film is a film, and he was very mindful of the entire canvas of cinema. He didn't want to make a responsible documentary. He wanted to push the form to encompass and embrace what Philippe had did. And like I said, he really wanted to capture the criminal element of what was going on. So we see them sneaking into the building and all of that. So the reconstructions, the archive footage, and the special effects added to that, like the suspense that was built. And we're moving on to our next video. Here we see Petit, his interviews, how he was narrating. He's a very energetic person, and that kind of helps propel the story with the visuals that was now created with the reenactments.
And now we moved and we go for the most important equipment. I mean, a war worker needs a cable to walk on. Now we are walking toward a tiny little construction staircase, very narrow. And he's in front and I'm in the back. I see a nightmare, a policeman. And the policeman has his eyes open and he's looking at me.
Et il y avait quelqu'un qu'on n'avait pas prévu, qui était là, justement sur un bureau avec une petite lumière.
I decide to hold him. But hold on, he's pushing me. The same way I'm holding him, the same way he's pushing me. What is happening? And there's no way I can get Jean-François to turn around. So let's play his game, let's follow. We were very silent because we didn't have shoes on. And when we arrived on the top, I whispered, "Did you see the guard?" I said, "Of course I saw the guard. And I was trying to alert you by pushing you, but why did you resist?" I said, "Well, I was trying to resist to have you turn around and for me to explain."
Okay, so we see clearly that was an unforeseen circumstance. So recreating it would have helped the story, because if you have Petit narrating the interview like that, he's such a vibrant person. Like what he says, like he even goes behind curtains and acts out what happened. He's such an energetic person. So the visuals really helped what he was saying, and even the score, it kind of entertained us in a way. So yeah, so he resourcefully used actors and restage events, because like I said, this situation was unforeseen. And they were hiding under boxes on the tarpaulin for like 3 hours at a time, because guards were coming in and they didn't know. So like they were hearing walkie-talkies, all kind of thing, and they had to hide. Yeah, he also makes use of Petit's actual photos, so incorporating that seamlessly into the film. He actually has old videos of Petit himself. Right, so this event is almost 30 years old. It was from 1974, but Petit is still his energetic self. He's very passionate and talkative, and he actually came to Marsh and said, "Would you like to make some mischief with me?" So that was ideally what this film was, to showcase the mischief he did in an artistic way, because it was an artistic criminal crime that he did. So yeah, they made it funny. I found it was funny, especially with the music. And yeah, they weren't like the easiest people to collaborate with, because both of them were such individuals in the process of the film. So my final question is, do you agree that a film is a film according to Marsh, and that conventional ethics of documentary should not get in the way of the canvas of cinema? So basically, do you think that the integrity of documentary should not be jeopardized by using reenactments in the film?
Director wants to be. So like
of pity that this was put into the film as well with him practicing and stuff. So this was added into